Jersey crypto here. So, something funny happened last night. I had an NFT listed, which I wasn't necessarily planning on selling, but I listed it for like 350 algo. It's like $500, and it ended up selling. So it was one of the Parliament of Owls, and it was like rarity. It was in the 60s, like 63, 64, something like that, out of 2,000. So it was up there. My approach was to try and get the best rarity for the least price. I wasn't just going for the floor level, because out of 2,000 pieces with not that much of a following, I feel like you kind of have to buy at the top, or as close to the top as possible, because people are going to want at least one of the more rare, in this case, owls. And guess what? That tactic worked. I'm sorry if I have a runny nose today. My allergies are acting up. Pretty sure that's what it is. But so it happened last night. Someone bought it. I was like, oh my God. So what did I do? I went shopping. So Rand Gallery is a little more expensive to do business on for NFTs, but I think they do a better job than AB2 Gallery on Algorand. This is. And I have videos that NFTs are blowing up now, and guess what? If people are buying NFTs on Algorand for $500+, then yes, they are blowing up, because, things are being listed for much more than that, because people are valuing NFTs at whatever price they think. But I probably could have made, there were owls that were selling for $600 and $700 last night with similar rarity. So I probably could have made more, but unknowingly, because there was no action in the market prior, I had it listed for the price that I thought it would sell for, and guess what? It did. So what I did was, right after that, we're grabbing some eggs from the farm. Right after that, I went over to, and I'm dropping dimes. I still have these pieces, all right? Let's get these eggs, baby. What a beautiful day. What a beautiful day. So, it's cold, but it's nice out. So it shows me that there's some traction in the market, and people are moving over to NFTs, because that's what's being talked about. That's what's being promoted right now. So while cryptos are moving sideways, and you could be accumulating them, you could allocate a little bit of your Algorand, not financial advice whatsoever, other than for moi. But you could buy NFTs. Be smart about it. I mean, not all the trending artwork is actually valuable, but if you see something that's popular on the popular page for a while, there's probably a reason behind it. Now, the thing that I don't know about with the encrypted punks, so they're really cool. They're actually really, really cool, the encrypted punks. So what he did was he took algo and then some hashtag question marks and some other signs, and basically he put them through this like some type of like Python generator thing, and it scrambles the letters, and they create the image of the punk. So it is, the image is always moving, but it's like this scrambly image of these punks, and I think it's really unique. I haven't seen anything else like it. I'm gonna have to get this napkin. I apologize. I won't show you this. I have to blow my nose. All right. So, never seen anything else like it. Other than, obviously, there are crypto punks that exist, but this is a really nice twist. Now, what I've noticed, and I'm giving some stuff away, you know what I mean? There's not many, but I've noticed that some of them say rare right on the other side of which punk they are. So I think there's 10,000 total, not all minted yet. They're minting, on a scheduled basis. I just tweeted to him to ask how many rares there are. I bought two of them. I took some of my Parliament of Owl money, and I put it towards the encrypted punks. Now, they've been on the popular page on Rand Gallery for a little while now, and they're pretty unique, and he's got a good following, and I think that if he keeps trending for a while, people are going to start to realize that there's some traction behind this. Now, he doesn't have like a rarity level. He just has, there's going to be 10,000 punks, encrypted punks, and it's cool. I mean, you see him, it's cool. And then some are rare. I wonder if he's going to have like super rares or stuff like that. I mean, it's kind of more old school. Like, I don't think you need like that rarity generator and all that stuff necessarily. I don't think the like other punks are done that way anyway. I just think they might go by, first minted. Because there's many ways to go by what makes it rare, It could be just visual. It could be if it was one of the first minted. So I think I'm going to try and get some of the ones that were minted first as well. And you guys can try and beat me to the punch. I mean, not financial advice, but, fair game, baby. But I'm having fun. I'm having fun in the NFT space. Things are selling. And honestly, the amount of money that I put in, I have a pretty wide, I have like 40, 50 NFTs. Some might not be worth anything to anyone else, but they're valuable to me in the fact that I like them. But I made near my money back just with that one sale. And I have 50 NFTs. So, I got in early. I mean, you guys know I've been talking about the Algorand NFT space months ago. And the things I bought, as the whole space rises, I mean, people are going to expect to pay more for NFTs. I mean, if you get into a totally trash project that people just they bailed on, you might not make your money back. You might lose your money. Hopefully you like the NFT enough. It's still a piece of art. You can still use it for your profile picture. You know what I mean? For what that's worth. But the important part is that the space is becoming pretty active. And I like that. It makes me want to check my portfolio and what's selling, what's not selling, what's on the popular page, why is it on the popular page. I'll go to the people's Twitters. If they have a website, you hit the website. You want to see how active the artist is behind the project. How is he backing the project other than, obviously the artwork takes a lot of work in itself. But these encrypted punks are cool. They're unique. They're similar. They're meeting the trend, but they have their own really unique twist. It's one of the first ones that I was like, you know what, this is different enough and has enough of its own twist that I think it can really gain some traction. So definitely check them out. I'm letting you know, I bought them. I don't need any of you guys to buy them, but I think if you're willing to look into the Algorand NFT space, I'm willing to tell you what I'm doing, and you know what? In AB2, it has my name up there for the things that I have, which, again, I was playing around several months ago in NFTs and just kind of buying whatever the hell I felt like buying. So I have some interesting stuff up for sale. But it was fun. It was a learning experience. I kind of learned how these artists can be successful in promoting their artwork in the space. So a lot of fun. It was pretty cheap relative to the rest of the NFT markets. So I got to learn without spending too much, and I almost made my money back with one sale. So, and I have like, I bought into like 3 or 4 solid projects that can get me quite a bit of profit on top of all of my investment into those 50 or so NFTs. So I'm pretty happy. I splurged, and now I'm being rewarded for it. So now, how does this affect the rest of the market? Well, it's part of the rest of the market. If NFTs can gain enough traction, what are they known as? They're known as crypto artwork. They're known as being part of the crypto ecosystem. So if one particular, market within the market can gain enough traction, which, I mean, NFTs have really, really stepped up in doing so. This guy, no blinker. He doesn't want to let anyone know what's going on. I think that can help the entire market. Actually, I know it's going to help the market now, and it's going to keep the market going. And I think between gaming, because this is the thing about DeFi and like the lenders, all the finance stuff, which just makes you money, it's nice. It's not as capturing, it just to make, like with my Algorand, whatever I'm making daily is nice, but it's not, I'm not like, ooh, what can I do with this today? Like, no, it's always the same. I mean, it builds on itself. If you know math, you know how much you're going to be making a year from now off of it. As far as getting actual Algorands, I don't know what the value of Algorand's going to be, but I'm always going to be getting more and more Algorand. And make that your focus with that. Like, don't worry about always the price of the actual coin. Just worry that you're getting a lot of the coin. That's my take on that. But through gaming, through NFTs, it gives you something more than just the actual value financially. And it's even like trading artwork is something that I never would have thought I would be doing, especially without like being super wealthy already. But guess what? I'm getting to. And I made like 300 something bucks off of one piece of artwork that I didn't even know would sell. And that's not like crazy money, but I mean, heck, that's pretty good. I mean, as long as I can keep that going, and if I find a trend and really start sticking to it, I mean, wouldn't you like to sell one piece a week? Imagine making 300 something bucks a week if you can find your niche. So that's what I'm going to focus on. Currently, I'm just going to use the profits and just keep feeding them back into the market. And I don't think I'm going to put any more money in yet until I start to really find my place. But just being observant and kind of relaying that to you guys, it's not that hard as far as what I did for that, and it was successful. If you could do it once, you could do it twice. Now, not saying the second time or third time is going to be easier, but I think the 15th and 20th time will probably be easier. And I think by then you'll really find your some traction. So, I mean, I'll let you know when I sell another one, and we'll kind of keep track. So I bought another thing. It was like these skulls. There's a lot less of them, but they were on the popular page all yesterday, and I'll have to figure out the name. I'll let you guys know in the next video. But if you go on Rand Gallery, I mean, they're in the they're like in the top 8, whatever it shows on the front page. They're right up there. It's a skull, and he makes all these like funky skulls. She, I don't know what they are, but the artist makes all these funky skulls, and the floor price was like kind of high, I guess. I think around 80 Algorand, but you know, that's, I mean, whatever. I bought one, and I'm trying to sell it for much more, because the other thing I'm trying to do is, especially with the ones that don't have the ratings, I think the asking price, automatically gives more value to the rest of the artwork. So if you can help boost up the rest of the collection, and this one, there's only 100. This is my mindset. I'm just letting you guys know. So there's only 100 skulls. So if the top 5 skulls, which I listed mine in the top 5 as far as price, are going for, I listed mine for 1,500 algo. Do I expect to sell it for that? No. But when people see, naturally, they see one's going for that price, they think it's going to sell for that price. So then they see ones for 100 Algorand, they're like, you know what, I'm just going to buy this, because even if I can sell it for 300 Algorand, that's not 1,500. Someone's asking 1,500. You know what I'm saying? And then you got the other guy coming in and being like, you know what, I'll spend 300. That one must be a little bit more rare in other people's eyes. And I see ones going for 1,500. So it's a bit of a, all of that might have happened with the Parliament of Owls. I wasn't watching it, but in order for someone to spend $500 on my owl, I'm sure there were other transactions that led up to that in the space of the Parliament. You know, so I'm trying to influence the actual transactions, and we'll see what happens. I mean, you know, you got to be active in the market in order to be successful in it. And that's like a couple of my mindsets. Now, same with my encrypted punks. There's only so many that I saw that said rare by them. So I'm like, all right. I bought 2 of the rare ones. Spent more than floor price, but I feel like the floor price, you know, you can only make so much on the ones buying at floor price, and then they're gonna get buried. There's 10,000 of them. I don't know if there's that much of a following. I'm not trying to hold on to them for years. I'm trying to flip them and move on and see what I could do with that. So I bought the 2 rare that I thought were the best priced, and I can't wrap my mind around the non-rare ones being more expensive than the rare ones. So I've got one listed for like 5,000 Algorand. The other one's for 2,500. They're still making them, so I might end up trying to snag another rare one and listing it for less. And then just what I'll do is I'll have them in different tier pricing. What's nice is when you scroll to the bottom, you know, mine's going to be seen more than all the ones in the middle. And the ones at the top are just the cheapest, so it's not necessarily an attraction. People are going to scroll to the bottom where they're the most expensive and look at those and be like, why are these so expensive? And then they'll see mine. Mine's the only one at the bottom that says rare. Actually, both of mine. They're, you know, within the top 10 being sold for you know, as far as price goes, and they're the only two up there that say rare by them. So I think I might have found something with that. I don't know. I hit him up on Twitter, see how many rare he's planning on actually minting. But you catch my drift. So I'll keep buying up the rare ones and just keep listing them for different prices. Probably less and less than what I've been doing. And, you know, I'm going to take my time because I don't think it's a rush. He's got a lot more to mint. But they've been on the popular page. Someone in there willing to spend money, that'd be a nice hit for me. So, guys, be creative in the space. You can be just as creative as an investor as these artists are with their NFTs. And I think that's what really makes the space unique. Let's get those crypto gains, baby. Pinkies for the gains. Yeah.